So Cisco released a new conference room phone a couple months ago. It's a 7832. I just got my hands on one, just started playing around with it and testing it. And it's a very simple phone, but it sounds really good for what it is. It's meant for a small room, maybe a huddle room. It's got a 360-degree microphone built in, and the mic's good for about 7 feet away. So as long as you're somewhere within the radius of 7 feet around this phone, you should be good, and people on the far side should be able to hear you. The top is it's kind of like this hard, maybe cloth, plastic type feel to it. The speaker's in here. It's got to be a pretty decent sized speaker in here because it doesn't have like a tinny sound to it or anything. It's actually got like a deeper bass sound to it. That's why it sounds really good. There's a big mute button here at the top, so no matter where you are sitting around this phone, it's a really easy reach to go and hit that mute button, and this lights up red when it is muted. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. We'll zoom in on it. The number pad is all attached to the phone itself. That's kind of different than the 8831 was. If you guys remember the 8831, it had the number pad kind of off to the side, looked like a little calculator attached to it. Because this is built for more of a smaller room, it's got everything kind of enclosed on it. If I flip this over to the back, we can take a look at how this thing hooks into the network. And really, there's only one port on the back. There's no pass-through for a computer. There's no power jack or anything like that. It just has the one RJ45 input on the back there. So powering this device, you will need to make sure you have either a PoE switch, and it does not use a lot of power. It's a very low class 2 power device, so it only takes a couple watts to power it. If you don't have PoE switches, we have a power injector, or we got to find another way to get power into here. But that's kind of it for what the physical phone is. Let's zoom in. I'll show you guys the menu here, and then we'll make a call, and you can take a look at what lights up when we're in a call. So if we take a look at the front of the phone here, you can see the menu. Again, that's that 3.4-inch display that's working off here. It kind of has a bluish tint to it. It's black and white, but it does have a bluish tint to it. And we have 4 soft buttons here. 1, 2, 3, 4 along the bottom there. Right now they're showing recents, new, favorites. Obviously those will change once, depending on whatever menu you're in. Like I said before, guys, it's a simple phone, so there really is not too much to it. I mean, even if we go into the settings real quick, we can take a look here. There are some preferences, but really the only preference in here is for things like ringtones. So if you want to play, I don't know, this ringtone here, play it. But that's kind of it. It's kind of all you really can do from this thing, besides the basic setup and phone information and min settings, things like that. So let's place a call with this. And to place a call, you can either just start dialing. There's no kind of like off hook button or anything for this phone. You just kind of start dialing with it, and it automatically places a call out. You do have your recents button right here, so I can call out that way. And we'll zoom out, and I'll start placing a call. That way you can see the phone actually light up. So we'll go ahead here, and we'll place a call. I'm just going to call 1-800-FLOWERS so you guys can hear the phone, and you can see what it looks like when you place a call. I'm just going to hit the call button.
1-800-Flowers.com. If you're calling to place an order,
and we're going to lower it. And you can see as I lower it, this light bar at the top changes a little bit. So full volume, that light bar goes all white. As I lower it, the light bar starts to go down, and as it's almost off the phone, you can see the light bar is basically off. When you're not adjusting the volume, green shows that your microphones are live, and if I press this big mute button at the top, it goes red, showing everybody that the phone is actually on mute. So again, we can go off mute, on mute, adjust the volume, and that's kind of it. And then to end the call, there's an end call button. You just press that on there. So, not a whole lot to this phone. Just want to give you guys a simple overview of this phone, show you guys what it's about. The biggest takeaway for me on this guy is that it just sounds good. So for the small conference room, maybe even someone's personal office, they want a phone that's maybe a little bit louder than a typical desk phone. This would probably be the phone to go with for that. As far as feature goes, it doesn't have a whole lot of features, but hey, again, if you're just looking for a good sounding phone, this is the one to go with. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any ideas of other videos you want me to do, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Thanks.